Alright, hi, this is David with Zen Canine here, and we're working with Gus Gus. We're going to do some foundational work. You already responded to his name. We're going to start out doing the Learn to Earn program, where I don't feed him in his food bowl. He earns his food by working for me. So we're going to do the touch exercise, lesson 1, touch, and reward, touch, and reward. So notice I want his head moving back and forth like a ping pong ball. I don't want to just touch his face and give him treats. I want him to follow my hand, touch, reward. Good. So this gives me a directional tool. I can guide him into the behaviors that I want without using the leash. Then I want to reinforce eye contact, lesson number 2. If he's a little distracted, I'll just take a treat to his nose and touch it to my chin. As soon as we make eye contact, yes, good boy. Watch me. Yes. Good. So this helps build focus on the handler and teaches the dog to really pay attention to you and look to you for direction. So once I've got that down, once I have his attention, I'm going to start walking. And I'm just going to feed him as he follows me. So this exercise is number 3, called Follow the Leader. If he wants to get out in front or get distracted, I'll just move in a different direction and reward him for orienting to my position and pace. This is the foundation to leash work. Teaching him to be right by your side will help alleviate the pulling. The more he gets rewarded for being right by your side, the more he's going to want to be there. Or reorient to there pretty quickly. Once I've got that down, a few different ways we can reinforce the sit. Anytime he sits, we want to reward that, especially for a dog that likes to jump. We don't want to encourage give me paw, shake, or high five, anything that encourages him to bring his feet up off of the floor. So this is what we would call capturing. If he just offers a behavior that we want, we reward it. Same with the down or coming up to that left leg. So now we're going to do place. I'm going to take a treat. I'm going to put it on the spot that I want it to go to. Place. Excuse me. As soon as he takes the treat, yes, good boy. Up you come. I can also guide him using my hand lure, my left target hand. I can lead him and just toss it on the bed, place. And you can say whatever word you want, go to your spot, go to your bed, place, whatever word you want to put to the behavior. What he's paying attention to is getting rewarded for going on the bed. So as that's happening, that's when you want to put the word place or bed or whatever. Now that we've got the sit, I'm going to see if I can get it down. The way that I start the down is I use my hand lure again, and I just slowly guide it down to the bed. Yes, and then as soon as he comes down, I release the treat. If his head looks up, down. Down. The more you put the treats on the bed between the paws, the stronger the downstay is going to be. If you're slow with the treats and you're coming up like this, if he's excited, that could make him want to get up and break position. So in the beginning, when you're teaching down, it's very important to put that treat on the bed, and that teaches him all he has to do is just hang out there, and the treats come to him. Good, very good. Okay, now we're going to do the recall. I can add the free command, okay, break, okay, free, whatever words you want to put, and then we can add the recall as well. So, okay, free. Gus, come. Good. Gus, come. He's already following me pretty good, so if I want to add some distance to help work on that recall, what I can do is take a treat to his nose and say, go find it. So put some distance between me and the dog. Gus, come. And I add my recall cue. I want to make sure and call him the same way every time. So it helps build that muscle memory. He associates that tone, Gus, come, with that reward right on that target hand. Where my target hand is has a lot to do with where his head is going to be. So we don't want it up above his head, especially when we're working the recall if he has a problem with jumping, because that's going to encourage him to want to come up. So I always want to have that left hand down right at his natural nose height. Gus, come. Good, very good. And then we want to reinforce the sit and come together. We can start to put different behaviors together. They call that chaining. So we've got to sit, and I'm going to say come and sit. Yes. Come and sit. This way. Right here. And sit. Good. He's wanting to go to his bed. So I didn't correct him there because everything's new. I don't want to do any kind of aversive type of interaction when I'm teaching a dog new behaviors. I want him to be happy and want to work for me and be enthusiastic about learning. Sit. Come. Sit. Good. Now I can turn him around into the heel. So I'm going to say, Gus, come, around to the heel. Gus, come. Down to the heel. And now we're walking in the normal position. If he wants to get out in front of me, I'm going to go the opposite direction. I can use my recall. Gus, come. And I just reset him. Stop and sit. Yes, good. I want to try to only stay at one time. I want to try to refrain from saying sit, 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 sit. We've got some workers over there, so he's distracted by the power tools. Right here, down to the heel. Good, so that's one way to reset him, is just getting him to follow you. Once he's cueing on that left hand, you just bring his head out, in, and now he's in the heel position. See if we can stop and sit. Good boy. Very good. Another way we can reset him is if he's out in front and he's coming to me, Gus, come. He's following that left hand. Now all I have to do is turn to the right, and he's in the heel. I'm going to add a left hand turn just to let him know who's steering this ship. So we're just creating a series of steps, new muscle memory. The more he gets rewarded for being by my side, stop and sit, the more he's going to want to be there. This way. Gus, come. Okay. Gus, come. This way. Get one more. Keep it going. This way.
Oh, we're rolling.
Okay, all right. So this is a gentle leader. As you can see, Gus is very excited. He has a positive association to it. So we're going to put it on him. First, I want to get it around his neck and make sure that it's fitted properly. It just buckles. Then this goes over his muzzle. I want to make sure it's loose so I can get it over there nice and comfortable. I don't want it to be too tight on him. But he pulls, and he was still pulling with the no pull harness. So this is the gentle leader. It's a different maker than the actual name gentle leader. It's called a head halter. As you can see, it's got a padding to go around the muzzle there, and then we've got him controlled more by the muzzle as opposed to the neck where he's real strong. But we want to be as gentle as possible when we're using this because we've got a very sensitive point of control. And we also want it to be fun. We don't want him to feel like I'm yanking him all over the place. So first I did the follow the leader exercise. Here, buddy. Without the muzzle, without the gentle leader. And then we're going to do the same exercise once we got it hooked up. Okay. So I'm going to try to keep this thing loose. I don't want to go outside right away because that's going to alleviate the pulling by changing the association of putting the gentle leader and the leash on. If we put it on and then we go straight outside, he's going to start pulling because he's going to be all excited. So I want to change what the association means. So now we put it on, that means we go back to training. So this is the follow the leader exercise. I'm walking backwards at first, just to get him to want to follow me. If he pulls, I go the exact opposite direction every single time. I don't allow him to pull me down the street, because the longer he gets a chance to pull, the more the behavior is reinforced. I also don't want to do any leash checking or harsh corrections, especially with something like this. It's unnecessary. All I have to do is go the opposite direction, just a little gentle pressure, just a little tug, and he's going to follow me. And as long as he gets rewarded for doing so, it's going to be an easy behavior to capture and reinforce. Right, buddy? This way. Good. Turn him around, and now we're moving. So if he wants to try to get behind, I can use the left hand to hold him in place. My left hand goes back and forth from giving him the treats. This way, buddy. To holding him in place. So I can give him a treat, and then grab the leash, and now I've got him. Okay, right here. Okay. Doorways. We want to teach Gus to stop and wait at every door. This will help alleviate bolting and pulling and trying to get out in front of you. So we just want to teach him what we want him to do. So we stop and sit him before the door. I'm going to use my body to block him if he wants to try to pass me. So I want to create enough space. I don't want to get right up on the door. I don't want to let his nose go right to the edge. So I'm going to back up. I'm going to claim this space here. Sit. Reward him for sitting. I'm going to try to keep this leash loose and stay relaxed. If I'm all nervous and anxious and going out the door, he's going to be too. So then I want him to wait as I open the door. So that's usually the indicator that when the door opens, they're off to the races. Wait. So I'm just using my body to block him. Just going to hang out until he relaxes. Watch him. Sit. Good. So once I can get another sit, then I'm going to proceed through the door. I'm going to call him to me, and then I'm going to ask for another sit on the other side of the door. Okay. Come. Here. By me. So I want to reestablish focus on the handler on both sides. You see how he's way more distracted on this side of the door than in the backyard. So if I would continue moving, that's only going to reinforce his distractibility. So I want to regain focus on both sides, especially that side. So if he's distracted, I'll take a little treat, put it to his nose, see if I can get a sit. No. Right here. Sit. Yes, good. Easy. I just want to try to relax him as best I can. You can see he's a little anxious. He didn't want the treat. See if they'll take it. Yeah, he's a little nervous. So we just want to stay relaxed. This one.